Yo, it's your bro Elliot Hulse here, back with another video. Great question from one of our IG subscribers. Goes on to say, yo, Elliot, is there any chance I can get back an ex after I pleaded for her after the breakup? He goes on to say, we were together 24/7 for 9 years straight, long time. No other friends. We did everything together every day. She found a first friend group, then started drinking for the first time in her life and became brand new. She broke up with me over text with no opportunity to talk. Now, she told me she's happy with somebody else after 2 months. She called me pathetic and said she never wants to talk to me again. Did I fuck everything up? I sent her two 10-page letters and a text pleading her to give me another chance in June, then in July. Once she told me she found someone else, I fell back completely, dude. So thank you for your question, man. And there are a few things I gotta get off my chest here for you, beginning with, I feel for you, bro. I really do. 9 years together, that's a long time. Seems like the two of you were like children, you know, immature. Maybe she was your first and you were her first, and this was an opportunity to sort of explore relationships. 9 years, you're basically married, in my opinion. I like to tell the men in my King program that if you're having sex with a woman, if you are dating a woman, if she's been with you for a while, she's your wife. Whether or not you sign that government contract or anything like that, the bottom line is that you become one flesh. And 9 years of heartwarming affection and sex makes you one flesh, no doubt for sure. So that breakup is like having your heart ripped out. In the Bible, it talks about how St. Paul talks about how a man is to treat a woman like a part of his body. For 9 years, you've had this body part growing on you, and it's like someone just came and chopped it off, right? It's like you lost an arm, you lost a limb. The reason why I'm sharing all this, dude, because I have empathy for you. I feel for you. But I want to help you set things straight, and I got to get a few concepts into your mind. Very important concepts, because you're still a young dude, right? I mean, I don't know how old you are, but I see your picture. You're together with one woman for 9 years. I imagine you're in your 20s or something like that. So you gotta figure this shit out before things just get worse, because you're gonna have this recurring issue with women. Very first thing you gotta recognize, dude, as it relates to your situation, is that you absolutely cannot negotiate desire. If a woman doesn't want to be with you, you can't convince her otherwise, especially if she's turned away. The worst thing that we could do is to begin trying to negotiate. What if I do this? Will you like me? What if I buy you this? Will you like me? What if I pour out and become like the world tells me? Be vulnerable. That's one of the biggest lies that men are told. I used to believe it. Be vulnerable. What if I just pour out all my heart on you and I'm vulnerable by writing a 10-page letter twice? Bro, all those things, not only do they not work because you're trying to negotiate your desire with her, but they make her abhor you. She's going to resent you. That's why she called you names. She said that what did you say? She called you gross or something like that, right? Pathetic. She called you pathetic. Honestly, what you did was pathetic. I don't want to call you pathetic, dude, but what you did was pathetic. It is pathetic to grovel in that way. Try to negotiate. Please, what can I do? Women hate weak men. They think they like weak men because they like control. So they try to tell men to be more like females, be a little bit nicer, be a little bit more congenial, be a little bit more like a sissy. But the fact is, they don't respect you when you do that. They can control you when you do that, so you become a better pawn. So you never want to show that kind of weakness, because she's going to resent you, as she already does. And she tells you, plain ass, you are pathetic. You can't negotiate with her. You can't negotiate with terrorists. She's terrorized your life. You gotta let her go. It's done. The more you pursue her, the more you try, the more you put efforts in trying to get her back, the more she's going to be disgusted by you, and she's probably going to call the police and have a restraining order against you, because that's how they roll. or she's gonna have her new stupid boyfriend come and try to beat you up or some shit like that. You gotta let her go, not just for her sake, really, for your sake. You gotta move on, man. I know that's hard. It's like a divorce. It's like losing a part of your body. I started that way because, like I said, I empathize with you. I feel for you. I know it's going to be tough, but there's a silver lining in every cloud, right? There's a lot of benefit to having that experience, moving past it, growing stronger, having wisdom, and never making these same fucking mistakes ever again. You see what I'm saying? So here's another concept you got to understand too about women, and it's called hypergamy. This is this concept that a woman will always want to trade up. I tend to think that both men and women will do this, but it's a concept that's typically used in, or a word is typically used in the red pill community to talk about the fact that a woman will stay with a quote unquote lesser man as long as she doesn't get an opportunity by a greater man. So this other dude, maybe he makes a little bit more money than you. Maybe he's an inch taller than you. Maybe her friends think he's cute and that's good enough for her to leave you, right? Whatever the case may be, she saw it fit to monkey branch her way up to the canopy by leaving your ass behind. She will never go back. That's the other part of hypergamy. When a woman trades up, she ain't gonna go back. You know, like that's somebody who's eating hot dogs their whole life, and then you give them a steak, they're not gonna want the hot dogs no more. And I'm not calling you a hot dog, but what I'm saying is that if she trades up in her mind, whatever she thinks trading up is, she's not gonna go backwards. She's not coming back to you. And if she does come back to you, she's gonna come back in a very resentful way. She's gonna come back dragging her ass like, oh man, because she has no other choice, right? You see what I'm saying? You don't wanna be that. You don't wanna be the last resort, right? You were her first, but you don't want to be her last. Let her be with somebody else. So hypergamy, and then another one is one-itis. This is where I want to turn the table a little bit on having you focus on the future and what you need to do to move on past this. One-itis is this idea, mostly by men, that there's a soulmate. There's the one for me. There's her and no one else. This is a lie. This has been perpetrated by Disney culture and the media and the music and all the bullshit we watch on TV, and has us believe that there's a soulmate. The soulmate is a myth. There's no such thing as a soulmate. You make someone your soulmate. She's just in your soulmate because y'all found each other. There's somebody else out there for you. There's more than one out there for you. They say that there's many fish in the sea. It's true. And here's the good news. You're a young man right now, so your sexual market value is a little low. Women, they reach their peak about 24 years old. Men, we still kind of low. So women will want to trade up when you're with a 24-year-old woman, and here's another way that hypergamy works. If he's older, he's probably got more status, she's gonna swing up on that branch. You, on the other hand, you're kind of in a lowly position right now, and it sucks that it is this way. I don't like it this way. The culture has perverted us to make it this way. I prefer it the way it was in the past, but that's neither here nor there. What you got to do is use the next 5 to 10 years. I know it sucks, but just hear me out, because I've seen some friends do this and I admire their work. Use the next 5 to 10 years to build yourself up. Become fucking competent. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and the guy was talking about how millennials are fucking incompetent. They cannot do anything. They're useful for absolutely everything except knowing how to swipe right and charge their fucking phones. You gotta learn how to set your frame by being great in your career, making a lot of money. That's really what it boils down to when it comes to status as a man, is how much money you make. Women want power. Men want sexy women. They want sex. They want hot girls. Women want powerful men. Become a powerful man, right? You see all these trick videos on YouTube where like a dude will go up to a woman and she'll ignore the shit out of him until she sees that he's got a nice car, right? Look, this is the way women act. This is the way you got to behave towards them, and you're getting a little taste of it now. Build up your status. Buy yourself a home. Get yourself in order. Get your life in order. Get in good shape. Live your life on your terms without needing a woman. And then at the right time, when you decide, you make her your sidekick. Hope that helps, dude. Done.